was coming eventually, not quite in the manner that it did. Now, I want to have kind of like a little bit of a real talk for a few minutes because, as you may know, this is probably going up a few days after you've seen the game. If you did watch the England versus Iceland game, which happened on the 27th of June, so yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We lost. Now, it's so annoying, more than disappointing, because our team played incredibly well. I wouldn't say incredibly well. We played decent throughout the friendlies. When it actually came to the actual games, we played all right. I mean, there's a few things we could have done better, and hopefully, we'd have learned from that and then changed the team and played Vardy instead of Harry Kane. Well, I say that, but Kane has been fairly decent throughout the entire thing. I just don't understand the choices that England have made to put like Kane on free kicks and corners. Someone like Rooney should be doing that, surely. I mean, I'm not a manager. I don't really know too much about football and the actual players that play football, but I mean, it just doesn't make much sense. So yeah, I wanted to kind of talk about the game a little bit because, of course, England are out of the Euros now, which means, looking at the team, we're not going to have any more international man of the matches from England, which is really disappointing. So that's annoying as well. But I do have a few other very interesting players to add into the team, which would hopefully bolster the squad and make it a little bit more interesting, due to the fact that we can't add in any more international man of the matches. Now, the game itself, we played against Iceland. Of course, we lost 2-1. A lot of people are saying it's really embarrassing we lost to Iceland. It really doesn't matter, to be honest. I mean, we could have played anybody and lost. We would have still lost the game, no matter who we played. We played Germany, Italy, probably the Sandwich Islands. Would have lost no matter what. Just because our team, England, played horrifically bad. There was no movement, there was no speed, there was nothing in the way of control. The passes, it was literally like watching a game of FIFA. I was thinking that while I was actually watching the game, because the pass, they pass someone 5 feet away and they just don't control the ball. The ball goes, miles away. Either they don't control it or the ball just goes past them. So there was no control, there was no kind of drive as such to actually win the game. There was no push to score. And of course, like I said earlier, the choices of having like Kane on free kicks and corners makes no sense at all. Though those kind of choices dictate how the game goes. Like, Kane's pretty tall. I saw he won quite a few headers in other set pieces and crosses and such. So why not have him in the box and someone like Wilshere or Rooney as such on free kicks? Don't know. Do not know. I cannot answer that. I mean, I doubt anybody can, besides the manager of England, which probably isn't going to be the same for the next competition. I can only hope that we do better in the World Cup, which is it Russia? I can't remember, but whatever it is, I hope we do better. And yeah, it's just really frustrating and disappointing. It's so poor. And to think our only goal we scored was a penalty. We didn't create any chances. We didn't put any. Well, whereas we did create a fair few chances, we just didn't do anything about them. So that is that. Disappointing, very, very disappointing. The series is going to go on. I haven't uploaded the past 2 episodes. Of course, by the time you're watching this, I should hopefully have these all out by the 30th of June, and then you're watching this and it's the 30th or 31st or...
Oh, well done.
Such as this Kyle Walker. If I find that I don't really like a right mid for England, I could just do that as such and play him right mid on 6 chemistry. I suppose I could get 7 if I put an English manager, but got to have the legend Henrik Larsson. But yeah, so I could technically just do that. And I mean, There's no reason really why I shouldn't, because he's got 91 pace, 76 dribbling, 83 physical, 66 shooting is a little bit questionable. 76 passing isn't too bad though, so more crosses than shoot. Anyway, let's jump into a game, see what we can do, and hopefully we can do better than England did in. Without talking about the England versus Iceland game a whole bunch. I don't really want to talk about it too much. I think I said all that I really need to say in the intro. One thing is for sure though, today is the 1st of July, and of course that means Belgium and Wales have just played their game. Of course this is going to be a few days afterwards and a few days late. It was an incredible game and an incredible win for Wales. This guy's team is below average. Not sure who that Man U centre mid, right mid is entirely, but you know, could still do some damage. Either way, what I was going to say is England could definitely take some tips and pointers from Wales and their performance. They were just astonishing, especially on the break as well. How they just completely and utterly obliterated like Belgium, who are one of the top rated clubs, teams rather actually, in the Euro. So to see them get smashed 3-1 against Wales is just baffling. Oh, there we are. Come on, that's got to be 1-0. It's a little harsh against such a rubbish team, but you know, all's well that ends well. Eric Dyer kicking off the scoring. Of course, we do have 1 point from the England game itself, and of course a point and probably another one. I'll work it out at the end, but we got a goal. I'm very, very happy. But yeah, so hopefully England was taking some pointers from Wales. The rivals, competitors, whatever you want to call them, is really your tactic, just to sprint out. Okay, it almost worked as well. Has he actually... Oh, I can't believe it. Has he actually quit? I was going to try and score a bicycle kick as well with Wilson. As you can see, he's going to run onto the ball. Of course, there you are. We don't get any points for the first half rage quit because we abolished that rule. I expect, you know, it's only 10 minutes in. I'm not sure why haven't got the England kits on, but holy moly. It's got Team of the Season, Romelu Lukaku. Team of the Season, Mesut Ozil, who's been, let's say, not very good for Germany. He just hasn't been that great. Goals he should have scored, he just kind of put it into the stands. I'm not really sure what's up with that, but you know, he's an Arsenal player, so I'd say that was standard stuff. Either way, I'm quite concerned about this team. It looks incredible. That Lukaku probably is the most dangerous player of them all, really. Okay, fine. Well, 1-0 down. I don't believe that's a massive hurdle to overcome. There you are, Wilson. Finally, it's not. I don't even have Wilson in the team, do I? It's just sad times. But a Bonglahor finally puts it in the back of the net, getting our first goal of this game in the 77th minute. Okay, yourself, that's fine. Pass it to. Oh my God, Vardy. Good smash hearts. Has one more. Smash hearts. He's done it. He's broken hearts and he's made an unbelievable bit of play. I'm sorry, but I have to give myself a little bit of credit for that because that was insane. A little bit of composure. Pass once, pass twice, puts it near post. Oh. Fluke. That was a good bit of play. It's just won it off the corner because I read where he was going to play, and then just broke out and scored a few goals. So I would say that's really decent. Anyway, we do have 1, 2 goals from Bonglahor and Jamie Vardy. We've also got 2 assists from the same 2 people. Ooh, there we are. Straight up to the corner flag is where I intended it to go. Thank you. Yeah, I was aiming for the corner flag, you see. I wasn't too far off. Can't do anything, cannot do anything about that. For some reason, my defender that I wasn't controlling, which I think was Chris Smalling, you'll see it here, he dove into the tackle and just fell out. I couldn't select him and couldn't do anything about it. Okay. How is that so bad? Oh my good lord. Oh, I'm getting absolutely destroyed by Dybala. I can't do much about it. He's just too good. Alright, there we go. Send Thomas Ince. It's gonna... Oh, okay. I thought he was going to do something. Did not. I don't really like to cross it too much. I'm just not that kind of player. Oh, there we are. Can this be the first goal? It is. Okay. Oh, so, I mean, Wilson comes on. It's been on for 5 minutes and scores. That's all I'm saying. Either way, we do have our first goal. We've probably still lost this. The guy, he's insane at defending, so I'm very lucky to get the goal. I'm just going to try, you know, the comeback could be on. Who knows? Positivity. You know, thinking about it, actually, he probably didn't like the fact that he lost to, like, a part silver team. So, you know, maybe he's a bit salty about that. But either way, jumping into the third and final game today, no matter what happens, if we win or lose, holy Jesus. Team of the season, Dybala, Pogba, Pereira? I don't know. It's got Hazard. Team of the season, Sane, the unlockable tournament player. He's got Morgan from Leicester and Robert Huth. So it's a decent team. Frustrating. Really, really frustrating. I feel I've been kind of screwed over by the game a little bit. By the choices it's made for me instead of the choices I've made for myself. But credit where credit's due. This guy was really good. He put up an incredible team. A formation I wasn't a big fan of, and, you know, he did well with it. So, team of the season, Dybala, is absolutely insane. But we did manage to pick up, we picked up 1 goal. Hopefully we got one assist from Jamie Vardy. He seems to be more of an assist maker than kind of a goal scorer, which is very strange. So we got 2 points. We didn't get a win. So that was pretty much that. He does only have 66 passing, which really isn't an ideal candidate for, say, a centre attacking mid centre forward type of player who's going to pass the ball up to the striker. 66 isn't that great. Of course, I haven't checked, but hopefully this player does have more and is slightly better. So it's going to be Barclays Premier League. He does play for Liverpool, and of course it is Daniel Sturridge. Doesn't have better passing, so this could be kind of a flop. But he played really well in the Euros, so I say really well. He played decent when he was actually subbed on, and of course got the winner against Wales. It's pretty much the only thing. But besides that, you know, he's done decent. Either way, I think he's going to be an ideal fit, possibly. I might kind of regret it, actually. But, of course, he does have 89 pace, 83 shooting, 69 passing, 81 dribbling, defence, and physical. He's only 70, so it's not great. Definitely, in some aspects, a downgrade. But I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy. Alright, so the second and last position has been filled. We've upgraded Thomas Ince to Redmond, Nathan Redmond. Now, it's really just a pace boost. I had 6 points remaining because, of course, we do have 9 points for the gold Daniel Sturridge, so I didn't have an inform silver, and there isn't actually any inform silver right mid or right wings, so pretty much our only option. That is enough. That is the episode for today. That is the squad we've ended up on. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's video. Once again, I do apologise for the infrequency of these uploads. I record them with plenty of time, but I just never have time to actually edit them and upload them. So do bear with. Either way, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time.